Today they will talk about movie Free Live Web. I'm exceptionally glad to illuminate you all that she is at long last here on the channel. Also, in this joy-making procedure, most anticipated film back. Since I put some time video inside which I let myself know that straight due to coming, I will not have the option to proceed with the channel further. For a couple of days, yet in the affection and backing of every one of you, somebody showed such a supernatural occurrence that in a couple of days in YouTube, she would have eliminated both the strikes consequently. Then, at that point, I thought, why not you're extraordinary to satisfy the rationalist body ought to be begun that it demands in the body each 2 months, yet this time, not the distance of 1 month. I am beginning on the grounds that, as your interest, pay attention to my work without squandering time is taken towards the fundamental storyline of this story. Toward the start of the juice, America sees a man who is coming from the sky at fast towards the ground, after which he opens the do-it-no parachute and sits straight in a vehicle. As a matter of fact, there is a group in the world and anything we are taking a gander at the present moment, this is a total surrendering set. The name of this game is Free City, and any player of this game can pick any person of his decision, after which in this they get missions of various sorts along with various levels, which can be finished on beating. He got a few reports, questions, just now data to be giving with the goal that he would be able progress further in giving. In this game, players can do anything they need. They can drive quick impact bombs, take at any spot, or on the other hand can kill anybody. Presently we have shown this game to a side person, goes whose name is Cal, which is fundamentally a side person of this game. Furthermore, its day-by-day semi-plan gets up in the first part of the day, makes proper acquaintance with his fish, gets into garments and then, at that point, prepares and leaves for his office. En route to a coffee house, the workplace certainly falls. Furthermore, as indicated by this, it is the best duplicate of the espresso world, after which the artist takes the workplace and leaves from that point, where he enjoys a Shiva at the beginning shop on the way, whose value it takes around $200. Also, $50 to get it when the cow shuts its ledger. Assuming he checks, he comes to realize that he has just 187 trailers in his record, that is to say, he does not have legitimate the means to purchase creatures, after which you leave for the gig. Really works in the viral bank? What's more, is it a similar bank? A gatekeeper vocalist is likewise a very old buddy while both are going on from that point. Then, at that point, this player burglarizes a close-by shop and leaves from that point, after which the proprietor of that shop is gotten by the proprietor. However, he would respond this way. It is as though nothing has occurred for them. Regular things have occurred for them, after which the cow goes to the bank to proceed with its work. The time or all the time are unique, after which one there is more increment there. Then, at that point, everyone individuals of this bank bow down and sit, in which the cow and its companion too do a similar bean to bean, after which I begin conversing with them lying there, since this is their outrage as well as the issues on the opposite side are for the most part gold. Taking all the cash, they leave that bank. Then again, we can see the speed where a player is remaining, as well as there another player comes and begins conversing with him whose name is found, after which he simply records asks, in light of which I decline to give another portable, hearing which Mealy becomes furious. She takes it at firearm point. Then, at that point, at last the player doesn't forfeit his life. That player washes off the wipe that Mealy took with him. From that point, she leaves quietly, after which the following scene is shot on the cow in addition to her companion who had emerged from the bank as of now while both were going from the front. At the same time the gathering is coming from before them and Joe for the first time. In the event that the cow sees the feline before him, he falls in love with her someplace in his eyes. After which he doesn't quit checking him, presently out, as Millie is going before him. Then, at that point, he moreover attempts to follow her. He does it provided that he lets his companions know that these individuals are glasses, these individuals are players. We ought to do side the specialist. Can't follow them, we should avoid them. However, the cow doesn't pay attention to him and pursues him, where he can see that Mealy is going to go through the front railroad track and go inside an entryway, and he additionally begins pursuing it. However, at that point a quick train comes there, because of which the harmed kicks the bucket there, after which the game becomes over for the cow. Furthermore, we strengthen the entertainer too. Got it? He's the player playing in reality. What's more, interestingly, he is additionally the greatest designer of this game, and this is the district that his very own person name is kept inside this entire game. As a matter of fact, I have a companion whose the name is that, and this game got the free city here and who together. In the wake of making it like an ordinary one occurs, the two of them chose to offer this game to this organization named Wave, yet here the organization did their betrayed along and kept every one of the benefits you got and gave nothing to the end designers. That is the reason Mealy isn't chosen, since she will take the significant record and afterward to recuperate that document is back, Tsunami will need to make them back as their accomplice, and this is the justification for why Mealy is viewed as over and over in this game. That by going inside the portrayal and yet again opening the game attempts to get that record, after which the scene is shot on the cow, which awakens like the bird of the typical Russian. However, from today it is feeling a piece bizarre. Was that he is accomplishing some unique work from his normal. Then, at that point, goes there to drink espresso like standard timetable. Be that as it may, this time he is requesting something different rather than espresso. In the wake of hearing that the young lady gets hitched as well as individuals around once more, begins taking a gander at the cow, and the cow likewise it sees that everybody is gazing at her and something isn't quite right about her. Seeing that the young lady says that she was simply kidding, she took normal espresso leaves from that point, after which he arrives at the bank, where he returns like each chance to burglarize the bank and without fail. Likewise, this time additionally there was no cry except for Sim, as it were. Then, at that point, he sees that Mealy is going from someplace outside the bank. Seeing this, her companion Sean rehashes exactly the same thing yesterday. That those individuals are in this, we ought not meet with them. There is a risk on gathering him, and so forth. Just it is basic that we and he are not something very similar, so we have to stay away from them, in which the artist answers that I simply need to see once that. Subsequent to wearing glasses, the world will be apparent. How is it? He stands up and goes to Robert and says that I need your personality for some time. That a player has something to battle. Due to this he drinks the house well. Subsequent to taking a lot of wafers, the person who tumbles down sees back that Mealy is as yet going external the bank around then, after which Agni remains strong with maximum capacity and starts battling with a similar compost. Furthermore, unintentionally it's a G the iteration disappears and the player stacks up there. Then, at that point, his companion inquires as to whether this has occurred. After this, in the wake of emerging from the bank, said he sees it by putting on it manageable. Furthermore, wearing glasses, the entire world is totally hued. The app Cracker gaming arrangement is noticeable in front of it. With it there are various names. Besides images, $sign someplace and a wide range of things. Really at that time the cow's eyes fall out and about beneath. Furthermore, when he goes to be close to her, then, at that point, the legend goes right away. That implies he recuperates from the injury he had endured. Then, at that point, when the cow begins leaving from the mother, he sees a man fallen out and about. Around him are ravenous from the side. When we contact the cache, then, at that point, all the cash goes to his record, after which in the wake of checking his financial balance, it comes to realize that he has lost more than 2,000 jewelry with him. Blissful takes out the cash and takes it with him. There the scene is shot, all things considered, which is the designer of this game in addition to his companion. Everything are being offered that his personality is tapping exceptionally bizarre, fundamentally who has begun working with Tsunami Company right now. The two of them start feeling like here that perhaps some programmer has hacked them. Hacked this game, so he concludes that the two of them will go to this game by making another person. What's more, need to eliminate the expense from here. While the following CM can see that it has to purchase 19 who at any point needs to purchase then wears say. Also, exits, after which he begins going on something similar. Track where he had seen Mealy a day prior. Really at that time the person who comes to inside the symbol not just with his companions and he leaves it says that where you are, get out your skin, come out, Then, at that point, they say that how might I eliminate the skin? It is difficult to eliminate it, solely after which both begin terminating at the cow, yet in the wake of getting a possibility, flees from that point. After which, while running, he arrives at that equilibrium in the building, and when he looks towards his utilization, provided that this is true, he sees the choice of reciting, which on one side attempts to go over that structure by putting a major leap on the gas, while the two of them are lying behind individuals and assuming they are essentially designers, so they have this game with them. Every one of the courses and all the innovation are as of now known, so they additionally begin pursuing the cow by making new aspects, new plans, after which the vocalist is going up there. She sees the cream, she flees. Also, attempts to get the screen. However, at that point the vocalist Atif Islam goes to the ground, he begins falling on the ground. Also, it appears to be that now it will be here, however really at that time the container of this news becomes there and the cow falls inside it and develops. Be that as it may. Then, at that point, digging out from a deficit, Joe and his companions at last blow him away, after which the scene is shot in the genuine world, and here you and his companion begin to imagine that he takes care of the grip of this game. Later a show is displayed on TV, an interview of Within Thing is coming in which it was found with him. Also, both of them are discussing the advancement of their mate game, while whenever they come to their home, Mealy is there and sitting tight for the lesson. Fundamentally Mealy came here to meet her on the grounds that the two of them are in any case the engineers of Free City were, however here Mealy required help to get the secret document with a goal that she could take the benefits alongside the city tidal wave. Lastly, you should play the thing and shoot the bison scene on top of the cow inside the Free City, which right now on the off chance that you awaken in your normal daily schedule. However, this time he begins feeling different once more. So he leaves his customary garments and this time wears a shirt or was seen as on the opposite side. She has as of now signed into the game. Here Miley's central goal was that she needs to go inside the house and proposition that mystery document. In any case, it is perceived from Via that he has come here to help him right now. However, his continuous discussions can be halted from the cat remaining above. We should accept it, he begins terminating on them. In light of which he additionally suits the home base's key to safeguard himself, making a major gateway out of Banwarwa. Following which now the cow comes to behind him. The two show up at a spot loaded with holders, where Miley starts to feel that Guy is a new player who has quite recently figured out how to play the game and is following him again and again, following which Miley opens the compartment. Also, takes it inside her home, where there are quite a large number of vehicles and numerous devices. Seeing that the man becomes salvation, really at that time the cow gets a gun there and afterward asks Mila that all things considered. Yours. What is the level? It has gone so that level will be there. I know nothing about it. Then you get hand. Show your level, which is 195. On the off chance that the level of the cow is checked, it is just a single. Then, at that point, the cow is found on it after all. In what the future held way would you be able to cast a ballot? No level. Then, at that point, I let you know that then I can give my level to you. To do this, you should battle with different companions, you should pay their cash, and your accomplice should finish the missions. The more weapons you have, the more vehicles and the greater discipline devices, the more your level will be, the more will be your level. In saying that there are measures there, advises you to leave. Presently Ka comes here in the city with the goal that he sees that the players inside the city have totally coordinated the mobs and the city is this way, while battling for certain individuals remaining there. He does his thought process in the first place, however. Then, at that point, gives him a plate about which the cow awakens again the following morning and sees the body. Gifted me that too when Tom Cruise additionally had mercury. The following day, assuming note used to go, this tomorrow film is too awesome. In the event that you haven't seen this film, then, at that point, you will get that film in one more series of my year. You will watch that film once while returning to Tamil story. Here now cow battles with individuals. He goes from the plate, takes out the cash, submits theft, etc. Consistently, individually, he makes his level extremely high. Seeing that Singing has turned into significantly more fans inside this present reality, since he has crossed excellent marks inside a brief time frame. As well as now it has become very popular via web-based media as well, and that is the reason no one gets free leg alongside individuals here just know who has gone free due to which they have begun signing on to it. Presently here, he additionally helps say many individuals in singing, where he likewise it saves the eyes of the consuming man, and that man embraces him all things considered and leaves from that point saying much obliged, because of which individuals are known as good gay. He begins going, presently he once more goes to individuals to whom he had gone previously, and this time he routs them, after which he goes directly to his bank from the point where his companion gets stunned seeing him. At this time he is definitely not an ordinary standard shirt, is brought into the world in this year he is wearing a t-shirt and simultaneously inquires as to whether you have the shades. Where did the entrance come from, on the grounds that it is just with the players, the wareside characters hell. He took its glasses from the tree, after which the bizarre occurrence that occurred with him begins. Telling his companion, however at that point some robbers again bank coming in, yet because of the standard timetable, they show here to work, seeing all the strings and the police robots sitting there, yet presently as there are guests like trees close to the cow. Then, at that point, turn on Robert's lunch. Aaron focuses and requests his glasses, then, at that point, he turns out to be great around, and yet he gives him glasses as he gives with glasses, despite the fact that he is clear, it gets actuated and he has glasses. Takes it to his companion, however his companions won't wear glasses and says that my boat is running, I am blissful inside it currently missing. After this, Wanderer drives from that bank. In addition to the young lady remaining with him, she lets him know that you ought not be in the organization of such hoodlums. Subsequent to saying to such an extent, presently the cow likewise leaves the bank, after which we should look at the thing in reality, to which I simply still received the message of Mealy, and Mealy is requesting help from her. Essentially stalled out inside a level which is exceptionally intense, and for that, she wants the assistance of the thing where the scene is shot. The time found inside the information arrives where there is more mystery store and that cigarette document she continues to get out. However at that point, there are a ton of fragments proceeding to assault her, in whose safeguard she requests help. However at that point, she vanishes sitting on a bicycle there and cleans all the watches individually. Seeing the cow on the mother, I asked her, why are you here? And help regardless. It was a very intense level which till date no player had the option to pass. Yet, went there but on his own self, he likewise takes the gatekeepers from that point and goes out with Mealy. In any case, meanwhile, while sitting on the bicycle, he falls there, yet at the same time missing, sitting on the bicycle, totally from that point. What's more, at the point when these individuals emerged by breaking the glass window, my mom takes it out by placing a pocket in the lightweight planes inside the parachute, which is displayed in the neck chest, which is all in her PC. The fact that he makes it continuing does nothing with this, yet the cow has crossed that large number of high levels and saved him from the trance-like state. Presently he can see the overseer of the organization who has paid attention to the test, who is the head of the organization inside the organization. He is driving higher up and is additionally inquiring who is the free leg and whose companions. Let him know that this is the person inside the game, which was essentially a side farm hauler. The exercise center will be erased soon. However, the tidal wave, the chief says that you try not to erase this character since it's okay now, you have turned out to be exceptionally renowned. What's more, due to this our games are getting more benefit, after which Walker meets Key and says that we have to foster one more game in which Cow's lead job is folded, yet Key, who prefers this thing more, try not to come now. We can see the cow and Mealy, where the cow carries Mealy to her mysterious, don't have a part of vehicle remarks and individual pony as well. That implies she has taken her level a lot higher. Yet, how did Miley ask that? How did you get your level unexpectedly early? Yet there is pretty much nothing left in the answer and just her quietness. Drax Miley in the two fall head over heels someplace, after which the two of them share their affection. Emerge from the house and go out to have frozen yogurt from that point, where we discover that both of them like the senior flavor, after which both of them stay nearby the entire night here, which appears as though Millie has gone here. There has been foothold with him that she also has become hopelessly enamored with him someplace. Genuine world got to know that. How might you love with bunch concede PC gaming character today, however what was valid, which was seen as sooner or later that is done at home. Furthermore, he lets the feline know that Guy is a side person whose man-made brain power has created itself. It appeared from changed angles that the artist might be some programmers yet some other time when he came to realize that he is a side character and this is his it has been grown consequently, so that is the reason Mealy had costly to tell this thing. For 2 days, Mealy was playing just with cows, in the wake of paying attention to which she is likewise strained. That she has a man-made consciousness. The side person is prepared, after which she lets the thing know that very few had assisted her with crossing the high level, after which she says that you need to log back and go to K and the artist does generally that. Some reality must be informed that this is a virtual world-giving world with a side character inside it. Mealy is a player and afterward the following day, Mealy signs in again as well as tracks down the artist at the same spot where she ate frozen yogurt the previous evening, after which everything from the family is truly on Earth that this is the gaming scene whose the name is Freezidity, in which you are the invigorated person. Then, at that point, there is only a program. After which she simply takes it to the entryway, where everyone individuals in this game were accumulated from the tree, where the cow was in her personality secondary school, who can see and gets stunned on the grounds that he didn't realize that this is a virtual world and at long last Big Boss Skin appears to be that. Anything he said, the facts really confirm that it is a program. In the wake of leaving, the cure is dismal, however. There was more truth before him, yet Mealy attempts to disclose to him that there can be no affection between us. Comes out, after which he can see the city where numerous players have expert the entire city. In any case, or it might be said, he had made destruction. From that point he arrives at the center of the street, where because of outrage, he tosses a stone inside the ocean and kills him, yet, due to being a gaming world, from the last there impacts, in which he sees by putting his hand yet himself, is incapable to cross him there. He is an imperceptible kettle, after which he returns inside the city, strolls everyone individuals and tells that you are not genuine morning project and we all are inside the game, whose name is Free City. Anything that you folks are, everything is fine. This is not all that much, this everything is a giving product. They do give a lot of consideration to it, after which the cows recall that the record which was confidential, whatever Mealy required, she is at present lying inside the level on this side to create a gain, so she is with her companion. Dot goes there and the watchman and players see him. Then, at that point, those individuals previously went there that there are fans, so give it to after all, their framework too gets ruined a little. They begin moving their end. At last the raised veil consequently places it in the hand of the cow, after which the cow continues to coordinate the document with it, presently despite the fact that there is a mystery spread. In the event that it was gone, the overseer of Tsunami likewise gets stunned and there he lets his engineers know that she has dozed in this mystery document here, so report the game quickly, regardless of whether you need to leave. Leaving her there, the companion needs to report the entire game, because of which he loses the level in the game. And everyone individuals who are playing on the web stop and 2 butterflies which on the opposite side additionally got this thing because of the stop of the game understands that just presently the game has been accounted for, something very similar. Individual movements. Towards the following day, Jawar is doing his normal work, the melody is again on the playlist, makes proper acquaintance with his fish. Also, wears straight garments, yet when on the way, if you meet Miley, you will say to me that do you remember me yet the vocalist does not recall that anything about it. It's approaching since now it's totally eliminated where the Slack contact with the expansion and the thing lets him know that the artist used to have After Effects still he met you yet when he met you he fell head over heels and his counterfeit insight where is it consequently created. Be that as it may, presently as it has been accounted for, he has returned to his ordinary structure, after which the family attempts a ton. The artist attempts to remind him something, yet gives him something. Can't recall and. In spite of the fact that there has been significantly more love than Milga this time. Then, at that point, to whom does she let the cow know that the new world or, in all likelihood it is said that the new game discussions about making the world, which subsequent to listening piece, likewise begins chipping away at it, after which the cow and Mealy accumulate individuals of that city at one spot. Those individuals who went there say that you try not to have to accomplish the work you individuals do in Russia. In spite of the fact that there are many projects there. He puts the matter like this, and the individual who is there without fail. He kept his hand standing. For what reason doesn't he keep his hand standing? Yet, among the couple of others remaining there, there's a young lady who generally used to make a parcel. He would agree that I need to make something different rather than espresso. Furthermore, on seeing every one of the projects, prepare to do a few distinct things. After which, in the wake of seeing the entire city has arrived. Then, at that point, it becomes like this inside the entire free city. Also, when the players are there to kill individuals and plunder? If you need to make it happen, then, at that point, nobody arrives. The head of Tsunami is likewise watching this thing. Then, at that point, he proceeds to converse with the designer. Then, at that point, he tells the engineer that this work has been done free of charge in addition to Miley, which on the other hand we let's see that everyone individuals of the city are in something very similar. Cafe where that young lady used to make a ton. Everybody is extremely cheerful, partaking in the entire environment, yet, the issue is the place where it was supposed to be spent. In view of this, their developers of Mealy and Kiss store them, so here, the artist covers that fast to stay away from them. Watchers feel what is happening as run wild, so simultaneously, Mealy contacts whom here. Also, asks her for a development to safeguard herself, because of which the thing likewise raises that entire street to the sky. While doing this, by getting the chiefs there, they at long last come to know who is behind all this. Individuals didn't do well with us, we fostered the game. Yet we didn't get the benefit share, after which he makes an all-out for the cow before the chief, which is leaving the city. Like intersection each other free of charge could go to the world. However, as Sonalik attractors knew that in the event that the free gas would run out of adoration, it was not as much enjoyable to play this game as it was proceeding. So he chose to detach the entire game there to stop the back, go to the principal server space for the entirety. Sack hard drive, and furthermore this framework. It appears to break the stem. Yet there was a little interaction happening inside whose PC. So the personality of the cow was as yet alive right now, so because of this, where the chief was going to live less, so with the assistance of his companion, one in the game. There are more characters which are by human. Young ladies, how could it be said again that it will be free? I appreciate seeing it a great deal. Here, the cow involves the mark of Captain America for its guard, as well as utilizations a light face to find it, and whenever seen, every one of the characters of the whole Avengers become that. Rather, he shows something new to the cow. In spite of the fact that around and the milk of the cow moreover comes there, and she tells Gay that assuming the cow is my companion, then you are additionally my companion, that however, muscle is likewise significantly more than that. Presently the artist and some more I additionally do not comprehend. That is the reason I rub my glasses lying close by. What's more, put them on the eyes of the cow. Seeing that muscle is there, the entire world, or say the entire giving city, begins looking exceptionally bright, because of which he begins running to a great extent, and he makes a move to go to his own free. Furthermore, escapes from that point yet out of the game. Seeing his kindred leaving, the head of Tsunami, Paypad breaks his server room and starts annihilating the game. Because of which every one of the characters erase or in any case vanish in the game community, where the entire giving city from one side are profound squeezed, and on this matter, the entire world is observing this episode throughout everyday life, and there comes a second where, while fleeing from the free young lady's school, kills them, and from behind the entire extension turns out to be quicker. Yet, just a bit. Inevitably, it gets sung from that point. Then, at that point, everybody begins to think whether Guy was saved alive, or on the other hand kicked the bucket. Yet sooner or later, they can see that the cow has arrived at a better place, which is Gamixit, or then there's a totally better place from the bistro CP. As though it has been fostered that it is presently here. In the wake of seeing alive, individuals get hurt a ton, in addition to they were extremely glad to see them wearing veils, after which the scene is shot. The creature viewed as in reality and tells the head of Tsunami that assuming you make do, give it to other people. Thus, I will provide you with the continuations of Free City later on. It will be gainful for yourself and they will additionally benefit. Hearing this, the chief is prepared to hold hands with him, after which the scene shoots. Genuine World King or Gimillion that on this, the people who are dealing with another game or another task, whose name is Free Life, whose lead character is our cow, or can be said that it is free, after which saw this as game focus. Login were, but how can she meet in addition to everyone individuals who used to be inside the Free City here? While conversing with the guests, it is uncovered that her voice is very much like a fish, and presently she starts to realize that no characters this time. The thing has been finished without help from anyone else, on the grounds that even today it has been tracked down someplace. Baerkar and Hobayahai. Lastly, love ascends among Cheddar and Melian. This film closes here. Pretends, how would you like this film, please? Tell me by loving and remarking on the off chance that it's the first time on this year. Must buy into it. Later I will clarify your most anticipated film until later as well. Till then, at that point, key watching status and fun on Tango is thank you very much for watching this video. See you in next video.